Gyanantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Radhe Radhe, just wanting to share some nectar with you today. Yes, in Krishna book, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that some souls, unfortunate souls, are filled with false hopes. False hopes. In other words, they're looking for peace and happiness in the wrong direction. They are hopeful, but they are doomed to disappointment. So then the question arises, there are false hopes, but what about real hopes? False hopes, we see so many people in this world depressed, just like I read one statistic that the number one disabling disease in the Western world is depression, so a lot of hopeless people. So where is the real hope? Of course, we in this world of Janma, Mrityu, Chara, Vyadi, Janma, repeated birth, Mrityu, death, Chara, old age, and Vyadi, disease. So where can we find hope in this situation? But just like my Guru Ji gives this example, this explanation that what is the positive alternative to material life? And he gives the explanation that Bhakti Yoga, the attempt to link up with God through devotion, this is the positive alternative. This is the source of real hope. And just like Sridhar Maharaj says that if you're hungry and you're given nice food, then you know you are satisfied. You don't need a certificate from someone else to say that you are satisfied. So in the same way, as we practice this bhakti yoga, hearing and chanting about Krishna, we go on and feel more and more satisfied, more and more hopeful, as we experience the nourishment, the satisfaction that comes from this connection with Sri Krishna. And we can test that for ourselves. So in this way, we can become hopeful. Our hope does not lie in anything material. Our hope lies in the eternal spiritual connection we have, which is dormant. In the conditioned stage, it's dormant. We don't experience that connection, that knowledge and love for Krishna. But Sri Guruji kindly comes, the pure devotee, who has this matchless gift of love for Krishna, and he has the ability and the desire to awaken that dormant love in us for Krishna. And this is the process of Bhakti Yoga. So taking shelter of him, following his instructions, we can begin to experience a hopeful life, optimism, enthusiasm. This interesting word, enthusiasm. It says that we need these qualities of enthusiasm, patience, confidence, and humility on the path of devotion. Enthusiasm, this word comes from the word theist. In other words, that word enthusiasm is related to God. As we become more and more conscious of God, we become more and more enthusiastic to engage in his loving service. And this is the real hope. This is not false hope. And we know the path of Bhakti Yoga, it's a process, beginning ado with Shraddha, with some faith. Yes, let me hear about God, let me hear about Krishna. But as we practice, that grows. That is a steady progress. There's not a static thing. Different stages, ado, Shraddha. In the beginning, there's some faith. Let me practice Krishna consciousness. That faith then becomes, there's the stage of sadhu sangha. Let me associate with like-minded people. This is the great treasure of devotee association. And anartha nivritti, when the unwanted thoughts and desires are gradually removed by Krishna's grace. And these things we can experience more and more ourselves. So this encourages us to continue on the path of devotion. Just like my Guruji gave the example of you're digging for gold, digging, and then you find some gold. Then what do? You continue digging, you go on more. So similarly, as we begin to experience more and more satisfaction within ourselves with the practice of Krishna consciousness, then we become more encouraged to continue. More and more stages come, this stage of nishta, unflinching faith, no doubt. Is this Krishna consciousness going to work for me? Is this the real thing? No, doubts removed. Who removes the doubts? Of course, Krishna himself. He is a Madhusudana, the removal of doubts, the slayer of the demon of doubt. So as the doubts are removed, the faith becomes unflinching, firm. I've got no doubt that this path of bhakti is the real thing for me and for everyone. Let me continue and let me help others. This is the source of real hope. Beyond that comes ruchi, a taste, bhav, asakti, attachment, prem, and this prem. This is the goal. People may say, what am I doing in this world? What is my purpose? Should I just eat, sleep, mate, and defend like an animal? No. I'm a human being. I've got a higher purpose. This purpose is to know and love God. And what is the ultimate objective is to become, just to be in love with Krishna, as Prabhupada says. Be in love with Krishna. Prem. There's a lovely verse from Lord Brahma in Brahma Samhita. Premanjana charita bhakti velochanena santasa deva hridayeshi balokayanti. So Lord Brahma is saying that as the eyes become smeared with the ointment, anjana, of love, of premanjana charita bhakti velochanena, santasa deva hridayeshi balokayanti. That saintly person, he can see Krishna 24 hours in his heart. So this is a realization. No more doubt, no more, how can you say, theoretical knowledge. This is realization. Of course, that will take some time, some application, some serious practice, but we have a clear path ahead of us under the guidance of the great souls. So we need only persevere, as my Guruji liked to say. He quotes from the I Ching, perseverance furthers, make progress, steady progress. So wishing on everyone the blessings of the great souls, the acharyas. Premanjana charita bhakti velochanena. May our eyes be smeared with the ointment of love. Hare Krishna.